turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Months into years. My life with Aunt Hilda became routine. We woke up at the crack of dawn. Breakfast was always oatmeal porridge and hot tea. Afterwards Aunt Hilda would do the washing up and I would dry. Every minute of my day was filled with chores. I was put in charge of feeding the chickens and taking care of Bessie our cow. When apples were in season, we spent our day gathering as many as we could. Aunt Hilda used most of them to make her famous apple butter. Peeling, coring, and boiling all those apples was hard work. Our tiny kitchen got really hot even when it was cold outside. The end result was lots of jars of apple butter. We also made many loaves of bread and other baked goods. The milk we got from Bessie became cheese, butter, and cream. In the hollow, we relied heavily on the barter system. We traded our baked goods, apple butter, and cheese, for flour, coffee, bacon, honey, dried beans and tea. Farmer Johnson took our extra jars of apple butter and sold them at his stand in town. Those mean old women didn't like Aunt Hilda, but they loved her apple butter. In the spring and summer, I helped Aunt Hilda plant, weed, and water our garden. Lunch, when we even remembered, was our never-ending supply of apple butter sandwiches, or a quick salad, with ingredients from our harvest. I was the only child living in the hollow. Our neighbors were all elderly. The children that used to live here moved far away and never looked back. Aunt Hilda told me it was my Christian duty to help my elderly neighbors. I went to clean Widow Jones's house every Monday and Wednesday. I cleaned Widow Smith's house on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Every day I went to help out Mrs. Johnson. She was very sick. Unlike the others, she did not work me too hard. Mrs. Johnson just wanted company. She gave me the love and warmth I craved from Aunt Hilda. By the end of the day, I could barely stay awake. I almost forgot what it felt like to be a child. I wish just once I could just play carefree again. I barely remember what my parents looked like now, but I do remember that they loved me very much. I miss them. In the beginning, I tested Aunt Hilda to see what I could get away with. I soon learned my aunt was no one to trifle with. One whipping convinced me to do as I was told. Though we started out on a bad note, and she could be very strict with me, I did love my aunt. In small ways, Aunt Hilda showed she cared too. Like reading me the Sunday paper, tucking me in at night, and hearing my prayers. I finally just accepted how things are, and adjusted to my new life.